everyone, welcome back to This Teen Travels. I'm Mateo, and on this channel, I reveal tales from a teen's perspective, covering everything that matters to you, from Wi-Fi speeds to pool vibes, gaming console hookups to the best amenities. I've got it covered, whether planning a vacation or a staycation. I'll help you solve those tales worth your time. On this episode, I'm featuring the Courtyard Detroit Warren, located in Warren, Michigan. This was our very first time staying at this property, and we booked it for one night as the final stop on our Michigan summer road trip. Let's get into it. We pulled in just after 3 p.m., after driving in from Ann Arbor. The first thing I noticed, the hotel still had the old school courtyard sign out front, which kind of gave off dated vibes right away. Inside, the lobby had your typical courtyard layout. Check-in desk on one end, the bistro on the other, and windows at both ends of the space. One side had cubbies looking out to the front parking lot, and the opposite side had a lowered seating area with comfy chairs and sofas looking out to the interior courtyard. Unfortunately, check-in took way too long. There was only one small airport-style luggage cart, and it was sticky and gross. Not a great first impression. That said, the check-in staff was really nice, and super interested in my YouTube channel. But after checking with our manager, I was told I wouldn't be allowed to film in the hotel. So I'm really sorry if this review has fewer visuals than usual. I still tried to capture what I could and used a few Marriott images to fill in the gaps. We booked a 2-queen room, and let's just say it didn't go smoothly. When we arrived at our room, my parents walked in and then immediately walked out. The room hadn't been properly cleaned. There was food and random stuff all over the carpet. I didn't even get a chance to go inside before we went back to the front desk to ask for a different room. To their credit, the front desk staff apologized and moved us. But the new room was even farther from the elevator, which is already at the far end of the hotel. So yeah, not ideal. The new room was at least clean. It had the old courtyard design with 2 queen beds, an armchair with a small table, a desk, and a balcony overlooking the side parking lot. The balcony furniture was mismatched. Some balconies had chairs, some didn't. Ours didn't have anything on it. Inside the room, there was a small mini fridge and a larger mini fridge. Not sure why we had both. There was also a microwave and coffee machine. The TV was on the smaller side compared to other hotels I've stayed in, but we eventually got it working and I was able to hook up my Nintendo Switch. Pro tip, bring a power bar, because outlets were seriously lacking in this room. Let's talk about Wi-Fi and tech setup, because this is a big one for me. Connecting to the hotel Wi-Fi was easy across all my devices. Laptop, phone, iPad, and Nintendo Switch. That's always a plus. Once connected, I ran my usual speed test using Ookla, and honestly, the speeds were better than I expected. It's currently sitting somewhere in the middle of my hotel Wi-Fi speed leaderboard, which you can check out anytime at thisteentravels.com. It's not the fastest I've tested, but definitely solid for streaming and gaming. Now about the TV, like I said earlier, it wasn't huge, but I was still able to get my Nintendo Switch connected without any issues. Once the TV actually turned on. It didn't respond at first, but after some fiddling, my dad got it going. Once it was on, the HDMI hookup worked perfectly. That said, outlet space was limited, which made charging all my devices kind of annoying. This is why I always bring my trusty power bar. It saved me on so many trips. Let me know in the comments if you want to see the one I use. Might do a gear breakdown soon. The pool looked decent in size, and there were usually a bunch of people enjoying it, which is always a good sign. It also had a cool view of the hotel's interior courtyard and patio area, right in the middle of the property. I couldn't film inside the pool area due to the hotel restrictions, and the Marriott website doesn't show much either, but from what I could see, it looked like a nice spot to hang out, especially during warmer weather. Now let's talk about the courtyard itself, because this was probably the nicest part of the hotel. There were lots of seating options out there, tables and chairs, outdoor sofas, and plenty of loungers. It had a calm, chill vibe that made it a great spot to relax, eat takeout, or to scroll on your phone while catching some fresh air. As for the gym, it was very small, just 4 pieces of cardio equipment and a basic rack of free weights. Nothing fancy, but good enough if you just want to sneak in a quick workout. Like most courtyards, this one has the bistro, which offers paid breakfast, snacks, and drinks. But since breakfast isn't included, we ate off property. Longtime viewers will already know that when I'm in the Detroit area, I always go to Buddy's Pizza. There's one just a 2-minute drive or a 10-minute walk from the hotel. And once again, it didn't disappoint. Their Detroit-style pizza is fire, and their Caesar salad is my family's favorite. There's also an Olive Garden nearby, and if you're up for a quick 15-minute drive to Hall Road and Sterling Heights, you'll find tons of chain options, like Portillo's. They're known for Chicago-style eats, but don't skip the chocolate cake shake. It's a milkshake with actual cake blended in, trust me. Ford's Garage, a new location opened nearby, great burgers and an awesome car-themed atmosphere. Shake Shack, Outback, and more. Basically, if there's a chain restaurant you love, Hall Road probably has it. We didn't have time for big activities this trip, but I wanted to shout out CJ Barrymore's, a massive indoor/outdoor amusement park nearby. It has go-karts, a roller coaster, bowling, and more. Definitely a place I want to visit next time. This area is also great for shopping. We stopped at Target, Walmart, Meijer, Lowe's, and Costco. If you're looking for evening fun, there's a Dave & Buster's and some local movie theaters within 15 minutes of the hotel. So, what's the verdict? Unfortunately, this hotel is not this Teen Travels approved. Between the super slow check-in, gross luggage cart, room that wasn't cleaned, and dated decor, this just wasn't the Courtyard experience I was hoping for. Even though Wi-Fi was decent, and the pool seemed lively, that wasn't enough to turn things around. The one elevator setup for such a large property was frustrating, and the TV plus outlet situation made it hard to enjoy basic comforts. And while I don't fault them for the no filming policy, it did make it harder to give you my full usual review experience. But even without filming, my family and I wouldn't return to this property. The service was kind, but the property itself needs serious renovations and better quality control. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review of the Courtyard Detroit Warren. Just a reminder, this review is not sponsored. My family paid for our stay, and as always, I'm giving you my honest teen perspective. If you liked this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more hotel reviews from This Teen Travels. See you in the next one. Bye! Apologized? I was about to say apologized. Huh? Huh? Which you can check out at any time farther from what am I saying?